Since the departure of Dani Alves, Barcelona have never really replaced the Brazilian, and their right back spot has now been a problem for years. With Joao Cancelo, that problem might finally be solved now. He might even be one of the missing pieces of the puzzle to make Barcelona an actual world-class team again, that people consider as a candidate for Champions League victory. But why can he transform Barcelona, and why will he fit in that perfectly? Well, that's what we'll discuss in this video, so make sure to stay tuned. So, what problem did Joao Cancelo actually solve? Well, after Dani Alves left Barcelona back in 2016, Barcelona have never really replaced him. As a result, they lacked someone who could defend properly at right back for years, and every opponent targeted players like Sergio Roberto and Nelson Semedo on that right back, as they knew it was Barca's weak point. One of the big reasons of Barcelona's defense being trashed for years was that right back spot. That problem actually got solved before the arrival of Cancelo though. By playing Araujo or Jules Koundé at right back, Xavi has made sure that the right back position was no longer a weak link in Barca's defense. Last season in La Liga, Barca was known for being extremely solid defensively, and a big part of it was that the right back spot could no longer be targeted by the opponent. Defensively, Barca's right back spot wasn't a problem anymore this summer, but offensively, we had still never replaced Dani Alves since 2016. After Dani Alves, Barcelona became too predictable. The danger was Messi, Suarez, and their left side. Nobody was afraid of some unpredictable creative fullback at right anymore. Ousmane Dembélé and Rafinha did make this less big of a problem under Xavi. With them, Barcelona's right side became more dangerous again, but still, if they didn't show up, which could definitely happen with someone as unpredictable as Ousmane Dembélé, Barca's right side wasn't dangerous at all. With Joao Cancelo, that's the biggest problem that is now finally solved. We finally have a right back again who can be offensively dangerous. But how will he exactly fit into this team, and how will he turn Barcelona into a feared machine? Well, Joao Cancelo isn't the same kind of fullback as Alejandro Balde on the left. Alejandro Balde is the offensive fullback who sticks to the outer left side and makes overlapping runs to create numerical superiority together with the left winger. Now, that so-called left winger isn't a real left winger and is more so a roamer who plays in left attacking space. That's why it's important that Balde can keep the pitch wide enough to create enough space. Barca's right winger, Rafinha for example, is supposed to stick to his wing and keep the pitch wide, which is just perfect for Joao Cancelo. At his best, he's not the kind of fullback to make overlapping runs. He's rather a creative right back who will play as more of an interior in attacking situations. Xavi's system actually fits Joao Cancelo's natural instincts perfectly, and he's the perfect fullback to complement someone like Alejandro Balde with. He fits him perfectly, but he will make Barcelona a way better team too. In possession, Barcelona now have someone in Joao Cancelo who will almost play as an extra interior on that right side, just like Koundé and Araujo did last season, you might say. But the difference is that Cancelo is first of all way more press resistant. He can perfectly dribble out under the pressure of 2 or 3 players, so Barcelona will have it easier to retain possession of the ball with someone like Joao Cancelo. Apart from that, his understanding of positional play and creating triangles to cause numerical superiority is better than that of Koundé and Araujo. To stay in possession, it's important to have more players around the ball than your opponents, and also to have them positioned in the right way to outplay the pressure of the defending team. This is a key idea in the football of coaches like Xavi and Guardiola, of course. And as Joao Cancelo has already played under Guardiola and is more comfortable on the ball and has better vision and positional awareness in attacking situations than Koundé and Araujo, Barcelona will now become better at keeping possession and playing out from the back under pressure. In other words, Barcelona will just become better at tiki-taka again because of Joao Cancelo. And as he can be kind of a roamer, he will probably just not typically have one position to be at. He will rather move in between the midfielders and play wherever the team needs him to retain possession. Having a right back to create positional chaos in your midfield at moments like that will be very frustrating for opposition teams to defend. It just makes Barcelona's midfield more unpredictable and way harder to play against. They will dominate midfields faster now because of him, but on top of that, they will now have an extra playmaker too. Joao Cancelo has excellent vision and can easily play long balls in behind the defense to create opportunities. Barcelona last season had the problem that, especially in the absence of Pedri, who was by far their most important creator from midfield, if it wasn't for Dembélé doing some unpredictable stuff, they just weren't good enough at creating clear goal-scoring opportunities. They needed a defensive player like Joao Cancelo who can make the difference with one pass. They just have an extra playmaker with him, which makes it even harder to defend against Barca now. You can try to keep one playmaker out of the game, You can completely try to lock up Pedri or Frenkie de Jong for example, but with Joao Cancelo, no team will ever be able of eliminating all threats. That's why offensively, Joao Cancelo will absolutely turn Barcelona into a feared machine again. But won't our defense become more leaky now, with a player as offensive as Balde on one side and a player as roamy as Cancelo on the other? Well, Cancelo will, most of the times, stay more deep than Balde. But is he defensively as solid as Koundé and Araujo? Well, maybe he's not as good as them, but he's definitely still a reliable fullback defensively. And with the options that we have at centre back and a goalkeeper like Ter Stegen, I think that Barcelona will be just fine defensively. With Joao Cancelo, Barcelona finally have a proper right back again. We now have someone who can not only defend well, but who can also make Barcelona more dominant on midfield again, can make Barcelona more unpredictable to defend against, and who will create goal-scoring opportunities. That's why Joao Cancelo will make Barcelona a scary team to play against again. That was it for today's video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and feel free to share your own opinion in the comments down below. Forza Barça, Forza Joao Cancelo, and have a good day.